That's right. It's your favorite podcast of all time. At least that's what I'm shooting for. Headbangers and Hooligans, as always, thank you for listening. It's yours truly, Scummalicious. Mucky Pup. The month. It's almost over. And I went in depth on uh, Can't You Take a Joke and Boy in a Man's World. And I'm combining Now and Act of Faith. Not that those albums are weaker than the first two, because they're not. Um, just going over the four of them, listening to all of them again, and they have a fifth one, Lemonade, and then Five Guys in a Really Hot Garage. I mentioned that before. I don't own either one of those albums. Uh, Danny and Nastasi didn't play on either one of those albums, so those don't kind of exist to me. Yes, if Danny and Nastasi ain't playing on them, don't want to fucking listen. And I'm not hating on the other guys in Mucky Pup. Just saying. Yeah, it's a sickness. It's like, dude, what? You want to suck his cock? Is that it? Huh? You want to lick his fucking taint? I'm just a fucking Nastasi nut hugger. That's how I roll. Anyway, so Now, the third album came out in 1990. And I think I mentioned this before too, with each Mucky Pup album. They're all different. Okay? Can't You Take a Joke? Just balls out, thrash, crossover, hardcore album, just balls to the fucking wall, Nazi-jism, innocent, just fucking crushing guitar riffs, which the guy I just mentioned, Nastasi, always brings. But then Boy in a Man's World, not so fast. A couple songs are pretty fast, but more hardcore, just chunky, thick, still in your face. And there are fucking parts on the album that are balls to the wall. Just, to me, a better production. And I love the production on Can't You Take a Joke. But just kind of a more mature record. Does that sound... Can I even use that term when I'm talking about Mucky Pup, a more mature album? Well, I can. And they would be like, yeah, he's right. Scummalicious is right. Which, fuck, I'm always right. Let's be honest. Now is definitely, to me, the next step in the band. Okay? Kicks off with Hippies Hate Water. Dun, 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 boom, ba, ba, dun, dun, dun. Hippies hate water, do, do. Hippies hate water. Hippies, hippies, hippies hate water, which they do. I mean, they're not lying on that song. But Now is definitely a step up from Boy in a Man's World. Is it a better album? I don't know. I love the album. I don't know what my favorite Mucky Pup album is. It's crazy. I love them all. But Now is definitely, it slows down. Okay. It's not as fast to me or heavy as Can't You Take a Joke and A Boy in a Man's World. But it's still heavy, and it's still got parts that are fast. Like I said, kicks off with Hippies Hate Water. They made a video for it. I posted it on the Headbangers and Hooligans Facebook page. And then Three Dead Gophers, the second song. Biohazard sings on that. That's right. Evan Seinfeld, the fucking porn star, I guess. Or he did some porn with his fucking wife, I guess. And it's like, you know what? I like Biohazard, but I don't want to see the fucking bass player / singer dude in a porno. I just fucking don't. I don't want to see any guy in a porno. I want to see women, but that's just me. I mean, I know there's some guys that would like to see a guy in a porno. I'm just saying, bands that I really like or used to like that I listen to, I don't know. Do I want to see fucking Danny Nastasi in a porno? Probably not. I want to see him playing guitar. Just saying. Anyway, sorry, got sidetracked. But him and Billy Grazziti, the guitar player, singing that song. Then the third song, Jimmy's, is about Jim Morrison. If Jimmy's was alive today, he would walk the talk of the American poet. It's just such an amazing song. It combines the Doors and Jimi Hendrix. You know, he plays, Danny Nastasi plays part of the Purple Haze riff at the end, and then he fucking shreds an amazing solo at the end of it. Just, it's a clean bunch of single notes solo. It's hard to explain. It's not a hardcore guitar solo because it's clean, like I said. But it just shows you how dynamic of a guitar player he is, and he's just so overlooked, you know. And I was watching him on the old video today, and I posted it on the Headbangers and Hooligans Facebook page. Old VHS recording of an early performance over in Holland, I think, 1988, 1989. I mean, his guitar tone is just fucking perfect, and he's shredding on that fucking guitar. I'm just trying to get the word out. Like, nobody knows him. You know, and I posted it on Facebook, my regular Facebook page. I was like, listen, this fucking band is awesome. Nobody gives a fuck but me. Well, here in Iowa, anyway. And you guys can all listen to Slipcock and fucking, you know, Laser 103.3. I don't know what they listen up here in Davenport. I'm just saying, Mucky Pup, man, they did this shit before all these fucks were recording music. They opened up for fucking Gore. Think about that. Greatest band of all time, in my opinion, Gore. The fucking Mucky Pup toured with them. Tech gives them immediate street cred, right? They can go anywhere and get a beer for free. If I had a bar here in Iowa, you'd get a beer for free. I'm telling you, Chris Milnes, John Milnes, Dave Neobor, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, bass player, Danny Estasi, guitar player. I mean, yes, they had lineup changes. I'm talking about the main core fucking guys that are the reason I'm talking about this band right now. But after Jimmy's, we get a bunch of Headbangers Balls in 120 minutes. I'm skipping a few songs here and there. She Queefed. She Queefed. Yeah, they actually have a song. She Queefed. Yeah, I think it's fucking amazing. And then we get I want to wrap my hands around your neck. And the guy from Scatterbrain, I believe Glenn Cummings is his name, play guitar. He plays a solo on that song. Should have let Danny Nastasi play the solo. Just being honest. But it's a cool, not a heavy song. Clean guitar. Yes, one of my favorite words, dynamic. I'm using it with Mucky Pup again. And then we get an intro, and I'm talking about the cassette. I have the cassette and the CD of now, but we're going by cassette because that's how I've always listened to this album. So you flip it over. First song is a song called Face, and it's just an instrumental. It's like an intro into Hotel Penitentiary. It's like dun dun dun, but dun, just a heavy thrash fucking guitar riff. I don't know, a minute and a half, and then it kicks into hi. It's just me. I'm writing you from jail, you see. This is what's the best for me. It's just a fucking awesome song. Talking about guys in prison getting a fucking, you know, how they get it. And I'm not talking about in the ass. I'm talking about all the shit that they get. You know, get to watch fucking cable TV and just probably get it better than they should. You know what? Child molesters should be shot and fucking killed. That's just me. I believe in public execution. I do, for fucks like that. Not gonna get political on this one. We're talking Mucky Pup. But anyway, it's a fucking amazing, heavy, thrashy kind of song. And then we kick into the Mucky pumping beat. And it's horns, got a cool fucking bass line. Kind of pick up your ass and, or I can't remember the words, but anyway. The fucking Mucky pumping beat. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Your hands. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Your feet. Ba-ba-da-dun-dun-dun. Your butt. Pumping down on my meat and my beat. Nee, nee. And then the horns kick in. It's a crazy song. And then at the end, it gets real heavy. The fucking Mucky pumping beat. The fucking Mucky beat. It's really crazy. I love it though. And then we get nobody. I know nobody, no nobody. Ooh, yeah, a dude does that like 12 times in the song. I'm probably kind of over exaggerating, but then it gets real fast. It gets that just straight ahead 3-chord hardcore riff, and then it kicks. Then they change tempos. It's just a fucking. It probably is my favorite song on the album. Now I think about it. I know nobody, no nobody. Ooh, yeah, you gotta check it out. Just a really cool song. Then we get Yesterday's. Uh, I Feel Lonely. Another kind of not kind of. It's a clean guitar tone song. And now it's just. That's the third album, and as a band, and Mark DeBacker is his name, plays bass on that, not Dave Neabor, apologize. And you can just kind of tell, it's like, okay, they're really good musicians, and they're writing kind of more, I don't want to say complex songs, that sounds a little bit ridiculous to say that. You just could tell, but they've always been a tight band. Seriously, from the first record. As young kids, I mean, this is a tight band, all right? John Milne's a drummer, fucking drums his ass off. Chris Milne's a singer. He can get the notes out. I'm telling you. I watched that fucking show today, the VHS recording. Chris Milne's, what a fucking singer. Like, they do War Pigs, they do Jimi Hendrix, and they do fucking Dazed and Confused. Yes, the same Dazed and Confused that I shredded a couple days ago. I don't give a fuck that they sang the song live. He fucking sings that shit better than Robert Plant. I'm not saying he's better than Ozzy Osbourne, but he's just as fucking good. Dude can bring it. Danny Stassi on guitar, Dave Neabor on bass. I'm telling you, just quality musicians. Don't just look at them as this, because when you look them up on Wikipedia or whatever the fuck you look shit up on, and they say, well, it's a crossover thrash / hardcore East Coast hardcore punk band. They're more than that. They're good fucking musicians, okay? That's the truth. Then we get to 1992, Act of Faith. And the first time I listened to this album, I said, this ain't Mucky Pup. What the fuck is this? It's a mixture. And you got to remember what was going on at the time, early 90s. Alternative, all right? The grunge shit was coming in. You know? The early days of rap, let's be honest. Yeah, I said rap. Okay? And I'm not talking that... do you want me to say hip-hop? And I'm not talking that mumbling shit that they fucking say today, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of mumbling, stuttering fucks that ain't got shit to say, except they're going to fuck somebody and whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I know, I'm sounding like an old fuck, because that's what I am. See how good you're doing when you're like 67 like me. Anyway, so, weird time, the 90s, remember? All these different weird bands, alternative meets punk, we're a thrash slash funk band. I mean, there was just so much weird shit going on. And I can feel it on this album. And the first time I listened to it, I was like, what the fuck? Because there's a bunch of samples on this album. Yes, I said the word samples using Mucky Pup. All right. And keyboards. Yeah, I say keyboards. Kevin Powers. That's his name. And he still plays keyboards with him today. But it works. It's crazy. They still have the heavy guitar, but they put in a little bit of this like funky guitar. There's even one song that has a drum machine. I could tell it's a drum machine. It's called I Am. And I think the bass player sings it. The bass player that played bass on this album, Junior LaPlante. I am. Dun, 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 dun. I feel good. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. It's crazy. It's just it is definitely the most unique Mucky Pup album with the samples, Freaking at the Peep Show, lead track. Mo Hoes! Freaking at the Peep Show, my time is up. Searching for the perfect blonde beauty with a big butt. Now, see, that's what Chris Milne says. If I was writing that song, you know what I'd be saying. Searching for the perfect black beauty with a big butt. Oh, God, the black women, they drive me crazy. But anyway, I love you. And I love all you women. But, it's got a little funky thing to it, and then it gets heavy. It's just such a unique album. Then the second song, My Hand. I've got a friend, ba-na-na-na-na, Mr. Right Hand, ba-na-na-na-na, I got a friend, a Mr. Right Hand, ba-na-na-na-na, and it's just crazy. It's kind of, it's a simple 3-chord song. Still got that chunky Danny Nastasi guitar, but there's definitely none of the like really crazy fast guitar shit that we heard on definitely on the first two. But that thick fucking chunky sound, I call it the Nastasi distortion, is still there, right? And then they got a song called Please Don't Burn the Johnson. She put the shit on my dick. It was minty and green and smelled like Jell-O. Wow, wow. And there's like a whistle. This other weird sampled shit. That song I Am follows that I was talking about. And then a crazy song called Summertime feels really out of place. I hate saying this because I don't want to be ripping on my band here. Summertime is the weakest song that they've ever recorded. Not even close. I'm just being honest. All right. Then we flip the cassette over to Gotta Go. When a guy's gotta go, be dropping loads all over you. It's got a clean guitar, and then it's got kind of a heavy guitar and some more sampling. It's just a really crazy album. It really is. You have to listen to it to kind of soak it in. Then we get the Angry song, which is just a straight out. The more I hate, more when I need more. It's just a straight out heavy guitar driven song, no samples, which I liked, which changes up the album. Very good. And they do that through this entire album. You don't know what you're getting with each song, right? Then we get step to the left, bum, step to the right, mucky pumping motion, it's so right. It's got samples, but the guitar riff is just, it sucks you in. And you're like, man, I do want to dance to Mucky Pup. That's what they do. It's like, we're going to do a dance song on Now, and then on Act of Faith, the next time we're going to do another one. It's all about Mucky pumping your fucking ass to this music. Even you black girls would dance with me to this shit. I'm telling you. Black girls would be like, oh my God, these white boys, they can write music that makes us want to shake our booty. And I'd be like, yeah, that's what I want you to do. Shake that fucking booty, please. And then we get the Skinheads Broke My Walkman. The Skinheads broke my Walkman, my Walkman. A Sony, and it's crazy because it sounds like a really old school punk song that was written in the 70s with the kind of clean guitar, fuzzy guitar. It's just crazy. So I'm telling you, you don't know what you're getting with each song. Roddy, cold and old. Why, how you've grown. Da-na-na-na-na. That next song, just an amazing guitar riff from Danny Nastasi. I'm telling you, probably the best guitar riff on the album, and I feel really unprofessional right now because I can't remember the name of the song, but it's so fucking good. Fifth song, second side. Jeez. And it's got some keyboards in it in the middle. They kind of break the song down. It slows up and then it builds back up. Chris Milne's really strong vocal performance on that song too. Not that that's surprising. And then it finishes up with a song called Lonely As Me. Spanking my bone when there's no... Well, he doesn't say spanking my bone. He says spanking the bone when there's no one at home. I know you do too, 'cause I've been watching you. It's just great. Lonely as... Nobody is lonely as me. Nah, 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 nah. Just another catchy guitar riff. It's simple. It's not a super heavy song. It's got the keyboards in it. Nice bass line in it by Junior LaPlante. And yeah, another solid album from Mucky Pup. Those 4 albums, all right, all 4 of them. Can't You Take a Joke, Boy in a Man's World, Now, and Act of Faith. They're worth your time. Please, for me. You know, you can skip songs. You hear songs like, fuck was he talking about? This shit. Fuck him. That's fine. But there's one song on every album you'll like. It's going to stick in your fucking head because that's what they do. And they're good musicians. Let's give them a little bit of love, okay? You got motherfuckers out there buying Maroon 5 and Cardi B. All right? And I'm not hating on you people that are buying that shit. But can we give real musicians some love? You know, that you people fucking missed out on? That's what this is about. So there you go. Mucky Pup, Band of the Month for September. I don't know who I'm going to pick for the Band of the Month for October. I got tomorrow to think about it. So that's why I wanted to do this tonight. I want to give my band, Mucky Pup, some more love. Just an awesome band. Please give them your time. Buy some of their shit. Download some of their fucking music on whatever the fuck app you got on your phone or computer. Please. They deserve it. You know, give them a little bit of love, especially like they're my fucking age. They need the money now, I'm sure. Probably got kids and all kinds of shit going on. So do that for them, all right? There you go. Mucky Pup. I'm still a boy in a man's world. Fuck. Can't ever grow up. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Take it easy. And if it's easy, take it twice. I'm out.